So this is Westbury, New York. This is the main downtown area of Westbury. This is a voiceover done after the fact. So if you look to the left, as I kind of showed a little briefly, you see the Westbury Space Theater, is as it's called. It is a bit of a small local venue that usually hosts a small amount of acts, and I do think that place is a little interesting to start giving the discussion about the post-COVID economic crisis, because before the COVID crisis, there were more acts, noticeably less acts since then. But overall, Westbury has done pretty well. I mean, right now you can see on the right that Martial Arts Center. There's even right next to it too, there's a bubble tea cafe that opened within the past year as well. I mean, I really like to think that overall, Westbury's all really hasn't changed. I mean, these streets, I was walking with a companion of mine, and they also agree that these streets are very similar to when we were in high school, so just a year before the pandemic hit. And there really is no massive differences. I mean, as you even walk further down, there's a bit of a skip. To the right, see there's a blue store with the blue sign. It's also another new store. I feel like after the pandemic, there's been more to this main street section of Westbury. None of the small businesses too have closed. One of the more interesting things is that the only store that really did close in Westbury in this street is CVS. It didn't show in the video. It's more north of where we were. It's kind of funny that it was the major corporation that closed down, but most of these small businesses have been doing very well. I mean, none of them have really suffered, in my eyes, at least passing by and occasionally going into the stores, that there's been any major differences. I mean, even this little pool store right here coming up to the right, that's been there for 10 years at least. I do think a lot of this might be in part to the development of the Long Island Railroad train station. To my left, I do show it a little bit in like a few. It's this relatively luxury apartment, and there's another developed one across the train station. I do think the train station and the revitalization project that the state gave to Westbury back in 2018, it's probably done, yeah, as you can see, the apartment building, it's done a lot of wonders and truly helped keep the economy, in my opinion, I think is what kept the economy stable in Westbury during the pandemic. I'm not sure, because I only really go to Westbury or know more about Westbury, but I do think that the railroad station did keep a lot of residents here, especially those that are commuters to the city, and that left, to be honest, like a larger salary-based workers to keep a lot of the small businesses in Westbury thriving. And also, given that it's a crossroad near Roosevelt, it's not Roosevelt Field Mall, there's another small shop around Roosevelt Field Mall. It's not surprising that Westbury benefits from the commerce from there too. Thank you.